God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 80 of Your Journey Is Not Over. My name is Tanya Pearson Randolph. This is my own personal journey, and the expressions and opinions are of my own. I own all the rights to my personal journey and to Your Journey Is Not Over. Neither are to be used, copied, or edited in any way without my consent. Welcome back, and I hope everyone had a wonderful and a safe Thanksgiving weekend. It was a much-needed break, and before I jump back into January 13th, 2020, that's a day that seemed like I was in slow motion all day long, the Twilight Zone. I'd experienced that feeling many, many times in my life, but this time, this whole experience, well, it just brought a lot more trauma, and as I say, it busted open my filing cabinet of all my traumas, my pain, my hurt, and my losses. Everything that I'd experienced, everything I'd endured, and so much that I tried so hard to just forget it ever happened. I stored it, I compartmentalized it, and well, again, this whole experience with my mother's death, the way things were done. And yes, there's so much more to come. One blow I would laugh at, and you will soon learn why. And the second revelation, the second blow, oh my, it hit me so hard. That was the moment where, as I say, everything changed. And again, you will soon learn what busted open my filing cabinet, my subconscious. Remember that subconscious doesn't forget a thing. I call it our Jiminy Cricket, or our camcorder. And it gets audio and video too, and it records every single thing in our lives. And because of that very thing is why what I call triggers occur. Most of the time, truly think back and about this, okay? When something small, a gesture, a tone, a response upsets you, and after time, a few hours later, you're like, why did that even upset me? Why did I even have the response that I did? Right? It was a trigger that brought about something from your past, a recollection, a memory, if only for a fleeting moment. And that is our subconscious that allows us, again for a moment in time, to have those emotions from so long ago, such as anger, hurt, pain, tears even, brings about reactions and emotions and responses that again, a few hours later, a cooling off period is what I call it. You're like, how did I let something so small, or in my case, something so huge, deem that kind of pain, that kind of shock? And yes, my mom had to end it exactly like she started my journey. She was teaching me hard lessons, even after her death. I can't even say beyond the grave. I still to this very day have no clue where her ashes are, nor who has them, nor what was done with them. I still have so many questions about that too. If you steal a car and you report it to the police department, you can get a police report and an APB is put out on that stolen car. It's returned to the owner if the car is found, right? Not a human body that was illegally cremated. Then the ashes removed from the mortuary, again illegally. None of that legally should have never been allowed to be done, but it was. Then I was refused a police report, not once, but twice. And I was told by that detective that I would have to take my uncle to small claims court. Yes, you heard that right. So my question being, does the owner of the stolen car have to take the car thief to court to get their car back? The answer to that would be absolutely not. No way. So I'm still really confused about all that and how a human body was treated less than a stolen car. Also, how the good old boy system made sure it was swept real nice and neat under a rug, too. No one knew that dirt was even there, almost 6 years ago. Well, everybody knows about that dirt now because I lifted up that rug and I exposed all of that dirt. It's part of my journey. And just like my childhood, my adulthood trauma, and everything I have had to endure. Yes, endure. No matter how easy I have made it all look, it's been a long, hard journey. And I have again endured and experienced so much. And my soul mission, my purpose, the reason I was put on this journey was so that one day, that day being now, in every podcast, in every interaction, every speech I give, is so that no one else has to suffer, has to feel alone, has to feel like they are the only one, nor go through, nor have to experience any of the things that were done to me. And by me speaking out, and as God said, open it up, Tanya, all the way up. Talk about every trauma, every hurt, every loss, every betrayal, every path long and hard on your journey. And if I can stop this from happening to anyone else by me speaking out, exposing all that has been done in the dark, well, it made its way to the light. God put me on this journey to speak up and speak out so that it doesn't happen to others. And yes, God made sure that all that was done in the dark definitely made its way to the light. It's all God's plan, God's timing. And as I truly believe, if I'd stood for this, well, then I'd fall for anything. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's Matthew 6, verse 10. And it's also as part of the Lord's Prayer that Jesus taught his disciples. I'm going to end today's episode right here because it's going to take me a couple long episodes to get to what I will say, the final blow. It was like I was a boxer in a boxing match, and this day, January 13th, 2020, just kept giving me blow after blow. And I was still standing. I was holding my own too. But so much trauma all at once, every emotion you could think of. And that final blow, I couldn't take anymore. I was what they say in the boxing world, knocked out cold. My life would not be the same for a year and a half. It was that final blow that, as I say, everything changed. This concludes my podcast for today. Please join me Thursday, listen in, and always remember, your journey is not over. God bless.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been